notice I don't set this all the way down when I'm doing the burn through. I want to get it real close, and then that last little bit I'll drive it on. But if I don't do this part of the way, I already did it once tonight thinking I could get away without it, but split that handle right up. This walnut's really straight grained, so it splits a little too easy. But nice thing is you get kind of a perfect form there, and I kind of like that. So now I'll let this thing cool down. Take this on and off a few times. A couple of test runs that kind of help clean the wood out a little bit too. You don't want a bunch of char and ash, otherwise your epoxy isn't really going to do much for you. But and I used to get the metal red hot before I did this. That is so unnecessary. I mean, you see, we get kind of, if you look at our temper colors, our straw colors down in the hair, but we're getting, you know, the blackish gray and then into the blue. We're not even getting this metal close to cherry red. There's just no need for it. All right, let's start getting some glue up. I mix a little bit of this at a time just because it does set up real fast. And I do tend to get it all over myself, like just now. But the first thing I want to do is get this collet on there. Of course, I always forget my darn painter's tape. Did this on the last one too. Had it all pretty well ready to go and forgot to put the darn tape on. Epoxy's hard to get off of this once you get it where you want it. I'm not shy with the epoxy. There's no reason to be. It's cheap. And I want this stuff to hold on really well. And kind of make sure everything gets a good coat on it. Helps we get kind of a tight fit on this to begin with. And then we can mix up some more. Get the handle on there. Alright, let's see what happens here. Usually I make a mess doing this. Just like that. Yep, big mess. Okay. Send her home the rest of the way. Should give us a nice tight fit. Really don't like to do this before the epoxy is totally set up, but I just kind of want to check my edge here. That's nice. Not bad at all. Now this is really dry yellow birch. Another bow project I've been working on. That'll work. Well, folks, another shop night in the books, a night in the forge. A lot of time lapse on this one because a lot of this stuff's redundant. We've been doing a lot of it the last few videos, but figured just kind of show you what's going on while we're out here doing what we do. But another draw knife finished. This one is going to the Maker's Camp with me this year. Should be fun. Somebody will end up with this. So they do something neat called a maker swap down there. And so what you do is, if you make things like I do and a lot of other people out there do, you put this on the table, they draw tickets, and everybody gets something, whoever submits something into the maker swap. So it's pretty cool. So this year, this is my contribution to it. If you are in the Catskill Mountain region, Columbus Day weekend, it is a fantastic time to go to the Blackthorn Resort to the Maker's Camp. It is incredible. There's a huge blacksmithing set up there. We're going to be doing some timber framing. Justin Dietrich from Illinois, he actually runs the timber frame show. He's a school teacher, great guy. He's really come a long way in his knowledge, and he does a good job. I really enjoy working with him and really enjoy seeing what he's been doing. So he designed a bridge for this, for the timber frame bridge we're going to be putting over a pond down there. It's fun. So if you're in the Catskills area, look up the Catskill Makers Camp 2022. I'll send you to the Blackthorn Resort webpage. You can get your tickets. You can show up. Jimmy DeRista's there. Gosh, there's so many different creators, makers, blacksmiths, woodworkers. It's a fantastic time. You can't go wrong going. It's a good thing to bring your family out to. It's just fun. It's just awesome. You know, you can get a weekend pass where you can set up a tent and camp out there. I'm actually bringing the boy with me this year. That's what we're going to be doing. And you get to catch up with people that now you only get to see once a year. But it is just so much fun. So anyway, we're going to keep going in the forge. I know some of you don't care for the blacksmithing videos, and there are many of you who do. But this is what we're doing. This is going to be our winter. This is kind of what I plan on dedicating everything to this year. Was getting into our tool making that I've been talking about for years now, and we're finally at a point we can do that. Like I said, I'll keep playing with my draw knife design, but to be honest with you, every time I go to make something different, I always come back to this one. I don't know if it's because I've made enough of these now. This is the style I'm good at. I don't know. I like this grip on the draw knives a lot more than I like the other style. Now I still use the other style quite a bit, and I'll probably make some of those too, but I really like this, especially if I'm doing some heavy work. You get a lot of purchase on the tool, and believe it or not, even with a round handle on here, even like this, you get quite a bit of controllability with it. And the way I grind these, it's a much shallower bevel than a lot of them are. I designed these to use them bevel up, and so I don't make this quite as steep. We get a little bit of an apple seed edge, a little bit of a concave edge there, or convex I should say. That way the chips pop off nicely. But I also make these kind of long because when I'm doing fine work, I want to be able to, as I pull towards me, I want to be able to slide it along like I'm cutting with a knife. Now, usually you don't have a draw knife so sharp you could shave with. I make mine that way, a lot of it, so I can use it like that kind of cut as I'm pulling along with me, and I just really enjoy the control that gives you. we'll keep working at it. We're going to keep getting better at it. We're going to refine our process, and as I get these things made, we'll get them listed. You know, I'm not doing custom orders or anything like that, folks. It's one of those things where, like I said a few videos ago, I have a bad habit of over-promising and under-delivering because things get so darn busy that months get away from me before I even realize. And that's something I have to get away with that. And I feel that if I start taking custom orders instead of just making what I make and listing it, I have a bad feeling that I will end up irritating a lot of people who will wait way too long to get what they want. So I figured this way, as I get them made, I'll list them for sale. I got to figure out if I'm going to do it on the website, TradesmanOffGrid.com, or how I'm doing that. I haven't quite decided yet. I do have a few of you on the list to get the first batch. Guys who have been with this channel since the beginning, you guys are going to get your stuff first before anybody else in the public has access to them. And that's my way of saying thank you to you guys for sticking by me in this channel for, holy cow, 6 years. So, wow, 6 years. I think it'll be 7 in January. Holy cow, that's crazy. But some of you guys have been with us a long time. You've requested these even pretty recently, so you guys are first. So anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed the ramble, and I'll catch you on the next one.